it's tough coming to grips with the fact that you really need help hearing. And as much as it gets frustrating when you can't hear, you just don't want to be that old guy with the hearing aids. And so it just took time. It had to get worse and worse until I finally just said, you know, I need to hear better. And of course, the immediate reaction is, why didn't I do this sooner? Getting back to the thought that you don't want to be that old guy with hearing aids, I really wanted to go for the hearing aids that were sort of buried in my ear and not ostensibly easy to see. And you tried to talk me out of them. And while they worked well, they weren't, for me, they weren't as comfortable. I don't think that they ultimately worked as well as the ones that we have now with the over-the-ear ones. And quite frankly, the over-the-ear ones, in addition to being more comfortable, really are harder for people to see, but work much, much better and are much more comfortable and provide better sound, quite frankly. At first, I was a little bit reticent to put the hearing aids in every day, or I hadn't really even developed the habit of putting them on. And some days I just feel like I don't want to mess with it. And after you become accustomed to actually being able to hear, then I would never leave the house without them now. There was an interesting contrast between the first set of hearing aids and the second set. In the first set of hearing aids, the ones that were buried deeper in the ear, it always seemed to be more of a struggle to either get rid of clanky noises in restaurants or to hear high-pitched women voices, and I was forever turning the volume up and switching channels. Now that we've switched to the behind-the-ear hearing aids, all of that seems to be incorporated somehow much better in the technology, and I don't raise the volume. I seldom ever even have to change to another channel. Apparently the muting devices that are in these are much better, so you're not overwhelmed by wadded up paper or clanky dishes, and it just seems to work really well. Perhaps the best way to explain the difference is the original hearing aids that were deeper in the ear provided sound and I could hear, but it was sort of like they have worked hard and they've manufactured some sound and delivered it to me. And so it's like you're getting this sort of manufactured product. With the over-the-ear ones, you just hear like you should be able to hear. It's not like anything feels processed or boosted or amplified. It's just, you can just sort of hear like you're supposed to hear. And I don't think there's any better compliment than that. They're so comfortable that occasionally I find myself starting to jump in the shower with the hearing aids still on. And the good news is the hearing aids work so well that when the water drops from the shower start landing on your head, you go, gee, those sound different. So it's kind of like your early warning device. And you jump out of the shower and dry them off, and they're happy little campers. With these hearing aids, people can't really see them at all. And,
Turn the other side.